on in. Hi, I'm McKinley. I'm your speech pathologist.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Tori. I'm a deaf educator here.
Thank you guys for meeting with me today. I have 3 children with different degrees of hearing and speech, and I was wondering the schooling options for each of them.
Okay, so let's talk about the oldest child first. It says here that she was born deaf and was implanted at the age of 2, but has not been successful with speech.
Since your family is fluent in ASL, she could try a deaf school. And based on the Journal of Speech and Hearing Disorders, it says that the discrepancy between hearing impaired children and deaf children express concern about being accepted by their peers, and that can have a problem in their social development and their development in school, in a public school.
And she could also try a public school with the support of a co-teacher and a speech therapist.
Okay, so I can start her off in a deaf school, but I can always switch her to a public school. Now let's talk about the middle child. He has bilateral hearing aids and has achieved good speaking skills.
Okay, he would have the option of a public school or a deaf school, depending on the cultural experience. He would be more involved in the deaf community at the residential school, though.
The public school would offer him peers with normal speech and hearing, and he may feel different from the other children and be more a part of the hearing community. If in a public school setting, the level of need wouldn't necessarily have to be that high. A level 3 on the continuum of services chart, i.e. like general education classrooms with instructions, co-teaching, and of course, speech therapy.
Okay, the third child has severe to profound loss and has not had an intervention for speech. So what are his options for schooling?
He would succeed at a residential school and have many similarities with the kids there that are in the same boat as he is.
Homeschooling would also be an option for all 3 of your children, although it would be very difficult for you to meet all of their needs. And you would have to commit a lot of time at home instead of at work or any other extra social activities.
Yeah, I think it would be really difficult for me to homeschool them. It says in the Journal of Development and Physical Disabilities that one downfall of homeschooling is the limitations in quantity and quality of social and textbook interactions in the home as compared to the school setting.
Don't forget that any option that you choose, they will receive free and appropriate services for their each individual disability, and they will be taught in the least restrictive environment, and that's based on the IDEA law.
The final decision is ultimately up to you as a parent, and no decision is final. You can always change the environment if you feel a need.
Okay, thank you guys so much for your input and services today. I'll let you know my decision for each of my children in the next week.
All right, well, I look forward to hearing from you next week.
Me too.
It's really great to have fun.
Let's do this.
Okay.
3 on the chart of continuum services.
Hearing impaired children. Wow. No.
Okay, just start.
I don't like that. This is like way too many like big words for me.
Okay. Now, the third child has... Okay.
Oh, I just hit my spine, and it is bruised.
He would succeed as at a residential school and have many similarities with the children. Nope, not again. One more time. He would succeed at a residential school. Mental breakdown. My mind is melting. Okay. Take 4.
Okay. Do you want to watch it?
Not exactly, but we can.